また夜が明ければお別れ夢は遠き幻にあなたを追いかけていた光の中で抱かれるたび暖かい風を頼り
What is going on, everyone? It's Basic67 here. Welcome back to an episode of 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. So let's go ahead and get this episode started of 999. Shall we? So before we begin, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to become one of my ultimates, please and thank you. Now let's jump into another episode of this game. So now we need to go to door number 6. So we need to get another bad ending. This is the last bad ending for us, so door 6 will lead us to that ending, so let's do it. I want to go through door 6. Junpei flipped open the piece of paper. It read Junpei, door 6. Of course it did. He'd written it after all. That's a problem. June spoke barely above a whisper, but they all knew what she said. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want. Clover and I chose door 1. Otis and I chose door 2. That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however. The digital roots don't match up either. We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6. But our digital root is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1. Damn! What are we going to do now? What are we going to do? Junpei crossed his arms and he did his best to put his thoughts in order. The others followed suit, but with little result. Eventually Clover broke the silence. Why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1? With me? Her face was cold and flat, as was her voice, but her logic was sound. 7 and Lotus looked at each other. 7 plus 8 plus 4 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. The first problem resolved, Ace spoke up. What about me? Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complain that they didn't have a 1? You mean I should join Santa's team? Clover nodded, her face still cold and emotionless. Her attitude and posture could not have been more different than the energetic girl of only a few hours before. No one seemed to contradict her. Her response was understandable, given the horrible situation in which she had found herself, but even so, I understand. I will go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door. No one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution. 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 7. Lotus, what do you guys think? I don't have a problem with it. Me either. Alright then, we're good to go. At last, Junpei and the other 6 had managed to separate themselves into 2 teams. Clover, 7, and Lotus headed to A deck, where door 1 was, near the main staircase. Junpei, June, Ace, and Santa, however, took the elevator to E deck. Well, at least we're with June again. That's always nice. The ride to E deck was a silent one. Alright, let's go. Santa's words jolted them to action, and they stepped out of the elevator into a long, straight hallway. We're making it down here! Before long, they arrived in front of door 6. One by one, they put their palms over the red door. We're getting in there! With a soft electronic noise, it authenticated each of them. Alright, guys. Door 6 we go through. Woo, this is scary. The door opened, and all at once, the 4 of them leapt through it. Fortunately, the dead was located easily enough. This one had been placed quite close to the door they'd entered through. They gathered around it quickly and hurriedly placed their palms on it for authentication, one by one. Well, so far so good. Nothing's went wrong thus far. It stopped. Yes, it stopped. The countdown had ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest, like a frantic, thunderous drum. It felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat. He'd been through the doors 3 times before, but repetition had not dulled the experience. He was not anxious to find it dulled, however. He hoped to be free of the ridiculous game long before that happened. Alright, let's go. With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to walk. He jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large door. It was a heavy thing, made of iron, and more than a little threatening. He took hold of the bar that served as his doorknob and shoved it down. The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. Whoa, this place looks cool! It was gargantuan and made entirely of metal. None of the accents of wood or tile he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional, but utterly tremendous. Whoa, what the hell is this? Santa got out a few words before awe stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than gasps. It was easily the largest room they'd seen, and yet it was somehow closed and oppressive. The ceiling was at least 2 stories high, if not significantly more. It was easily several hundred feet across and appeared to stretch the entire width of the ship. In the center of that gargantuan room stood a massive, rounded building. Even from a distance, the sheer bulk of it was oppressive. Junpei could feel the room, the building, even the air pressing down on him. Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although that didn't seem particularly important. Alright, let's head downstairs. Nearby was a long, iron staircase that made its way, eventually, to the floor beneath them. Why is this room so big? They moved around toward the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up. This looks to be the steam engine room. The steam engine room? Yes, the thing that looks like a crisscross section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger. I see. Even if Ace was right, the boiler was boiling nothing as they approached it. The entire room was as silent as the grave. Suddenly, Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned, just in time to see June collapse to her knees. What's wrong with June? Hey, what's wrong? Are you alright? He dashed toward her and wrapped his arm around her shoulders to steady her. It was then that he noticed. You're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes, it is. Probably is. But I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I just need to rest, and I'll be fine.
Her voice was weak and forced, and it said a great deal more than her words did. Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her hand fall back. She let her head fall back against the wall, as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath. Her eyes were empty, as if she was having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clench tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn. They might not have shared the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his concern. He didn't need words to express the urgency of their situation. Alright guys, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon. She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. And that's where this begins. How the hell are we gonna get out of this huge ass room though? My goodness. This is probably the biggest room we've been in so far. This room is huge. What's this? It's a square hole. Nothing in here. Ah, look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps. You mean you think you were supposed to plug something in there? Perhaps. What's this button? Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? That's gotta mean something. I guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything, Santa. Nothing. Obviously, there's nothing in there, so let's keep on moving. A huge bronze gear. This has to be important. This gear is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy. What's down there? There's a small door on the side of this tunnel. It's welded shut and won't open. Okay, so we can't use that. A golden gear. It doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. Well, can we go upstairs? There's a bunch of wooden boxes over here by the wall. I already looked through those. There's nothing there. Alright, Mr. Sassy Pants. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. Look, Ace! It's some kind of snowman secret meeting. What the heck? They're just bags full of sand. You can use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious. For real. A big snowman meeting though. So each of these open areas have a gear. It's a silver gear. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. It's gotta be a steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver. Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. Shouldn't have got your hopes up, you mean. Were you thinking you'd haul this thing back? Nah, I think 7 could probably carry it, don't you? You serious right now, Santa? What's up these stairs? Ah. What is this? Given its placement, this must unlock the door to the left. There's a weird indentation on the top of this thing. I think that means you have to insert something here? Yes, I would imagine so. There's a thick iron door blocking our way. You think this is... Yes, it looks like the exit. Looks like this door slides up into the ceiling. Can we use it? The handrail. It's just like the handrail. Oh man, Junpei, I can't believe I missed something so important. What's so important? Look at those stairs. Look at them carefully. That gap. That height. That angle. It's perfect. Perfect? Perfect for what? Whatever, just bring Clover over here. Right now. Tell her she needs to walk up and down some stairs. Huh? Clover's not here. What the hell is he talking about? Okay, he's being weird right now. Can we do anything with the police system? No. What about these stairs right here? Oh, I can go up them. What's this? The slider's down. I guess Ace feels like giving it a try. Nothing. It won't move at all. What about this one? The 3 sliders on the left are down, but this one is up. There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we were meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down? Well, there's no harm in trying, I guess. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd respond somehow? Yes, I suppose that's a way of putting it. I guess. Man, no dice. This thing isn't going anywhere. These 2 columns are different from the others. The lights are red. Can we go up the stairs more? Yes, we can. What's that? The heck is this? One of the doors on the furnaces. There's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give this sucker a twist. Oh. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in there. Alright. Let's go. This looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes? which would put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate. Alright, Snake, or Ace. There are a whole bunch of boxes in my way. Can't get through. What the heck? This took me to this side. There's a wooden box hanging beneath the catwalk. Looks like there's something in the box. What is this? It looks like a hand-operated winch. But it doesn't look like there's any way to, operate it? That means the wheel isn't attached. What can we do anything with this? Okay, I guess we can't turn it. The damn pile of boxes blocking my way. Alright, we'll go back on this side then. Holy crap, there's so many doors. Well, anyways. Looks like that's the pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing. Then coal must come out of this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe. Okay. There are a number of boxes on the catwalk. I don't think we can go over there. Okay, now we're on this side. What does this do? Oh, wait. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Ugh. Ah, shit! Oh, I took it. It's a wheel that seems to be part of the winch. There's some pegs on the back that look like they go into the holes on the winch. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. Duh. We all know that. Why would I break it? So I'm gonna go put this thing on the other thing that we... Wait, what door was that we went through? This is confusing. Alright, go back here. This isn't the room. This is it. Sweet. Let's put it on here. The hand-operated winch. There's no wheel to turn. Oh yeah. I've got the wheel I pulled off the other winch, don't I? Let's see if it fits. Ugh. Sweet. It's a perfect fit. Like they were made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good. I should be able to turn this now. Good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden box now. You see? The wooden box? It's under the catwalk. Can you see it? It's hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Yeah, we see it, Ace! We see it! We get it! It looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you might as well turn the wheel now. I'm counting on you. Alright, well, I was gonna do that, but... Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? What happened? He's got his hand. What happened? The wheel only turns to the left. It only turns to the left. That means we can't reel up that rope. Yeah. We can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that will be a problem. We'll simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. Duh. I'll be counting on you, Junpei. Sure thing. No sweat, I guess. I believe the box has reached the floor. Yeah, I think we get it. He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box that had only recently hung just below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt, near where Junpei had collapsed. Or June had collapsed. Junpei could see her, still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body. She doesn't seem to be improving. Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he'd said what they had all been thinking. Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know. It'll take some time. He tried desperately to convince himself that, which he said was true. What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps? Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. Sam's response was confident and certain. She gets dropped in some weird-ass ship. forced to play some messed up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know? So you're saying we're abnormal? Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business, as usual. How the hell could you just call that normal? We're just guinea pigs. Santa snorted in disgust. A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying? Don't know. But it does seem like a possibility, you know? They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. Alright, let's go back to the bottom floor now. Whatever way that was. The catwalk. Maybe it's through this door? Yeah, it's looking like it. Let's go down there. This it? Control panel for something. Some kind of machine. Maybe a control panel? Maybe I could plug it in here? Maybe this hole's where the control panel goes. Well, there's only one way to find out. In you go. Haha. Perfect fit. Dude, you did it. Everything looks alright. Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you press the button next to it? as he has that pose, I'm saving it. Why don't you press the button next to it? Look at his hands. Oh man, he's so great. The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing. Ooh, sweet. All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. And, oh, yes. I think I just heard something turn on. Oh, what's that? What happened? Hey, look, the conveyor belt's moving. The conveyor belt? Oh, crap. Well, I guess it's done moving now. There's still a bunch of coal on the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt onto the wooden box. Where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Let's look at the coal real quick. Since the belt started moving, it's transported quite a bit of coal. It all drops off the left end of the belt right into the wooden box. Ooh. Wooden box full of coal. Guess there's really one thing we can do with this stuff. Oh, you're Santa, huh? He's Santa, so he's about to distribute all that coal to them little kids. I get it. There's a pair of boxes here. Where would this go? Looks like this thing unlocks the door. Okay. We don't know what the heck that is yet. We just got coal from there. We might have to do some exploring. All right, what the hell are these things? Oh, is this where the coal goes? There's a hole that'll let us put coal into the furnace. Maybe we could get some coal in there and set it on fire. Okay, let's do it. All right, put all that coal in there. All right, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. I guess I should have expected that. Why would just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything, right? Oh well, a man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You're planning to stoke the furnace. You're planning to stoke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. Dude, this furnace is enormous. So we're gonna need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then. If the three of us work together, then we should manage to fill it much faster.
I want to help too.
Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that?
Yes.
Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you better rest some more, alright?
But
No arguing. You need your rest. So you just stay there. We'll handle this.
Okay. I understand.
Alright, time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into those furnaces. That is how we do it. The manly work. Man, this is a lot of work. All right, I think this should be sufficient. All right, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. Then how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? The only thing I can think of that could let us ignite it right now is this panel up here, right? Let's try this. Is this? I think it might be. It probably is. I think this is how we might ignite the furnace. That means that if we move that thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Junpei, Ace, look at this. There's big gears turning under the boiler here. What? Awesome! The gears. They're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. Alright, well, calm down. Let's look at these. Ah! What's this? The gold disc. It has a number of lines engraved on it. I can make out 3 colors here. Red, blue, and black. I wonder what they mean. I don't know, but it sounds like that is one of the discs that we're gonna be putting in that thing upstairs. Ah, there's another one. The bronze disc has a bunch of lines on it in 3 different colors, red, blue, and black. Am I gonna have to put those in like a certain order upstairs or something like that? We'll have to see. Oh wait, we already saw that. Grab this one. Aha, it's a silver disc. So now, we'll go down here, up these stairs, and put these discs in this nice little thing. Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here that looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if we put those 3 discs we found into this thing. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's stick them in. Huh? That's odd. Nothing's happening. Maybe you're just, I don't know, putting them in the wrong places. Perhaps you should have them facing the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the disc to make some of the lines correct to one another. Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operation. Ah, the game is teaching me how to play. Of course it would do that, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see what I can do here to make this amazing. Do all the blacks connect? They do if I do that. Sort of. Kinda. Oh wait, I can turn them like that or like this. Ooh! That looks like a pentagram, doesn't it? Hold up, if you put all the red ones together. Let's see if we can somehow get these to look like that star. Oh, I got it! Oh, sweet! The red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. Sweet, we got the door open. Perfect. You found it. You found it. You found it. You found it. Yeah. Yes, the door's open. Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his excitement. Alright, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now? Santa and I will keep an eye on this door. Santa snorted. Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again. Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all 3 of us go and collect June then? Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it. He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat on the stairs pudently. So you're the only interested in being contrary. Ace sighed with the air of a long-suffering parent. All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back. He gave a quick nod to Ace and Santa and dashed off down the stairs. Before long, he was back on the first floor next to the conveyor belt and June. As he drove closer, she stood up slowly. Are you okay? He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish. Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead. Good. You're feeling a lot better. She was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but still wasn't down to what seemed normal to him. Are you sure you're alright? He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops. I mean, warrior.
June giggled. He wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling much better. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead. Let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right, I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great. Let's go.
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. Yeah, with not your help, we got the door open. Of course. As they walked back toward the exit, Junpei noticed Santa sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him. What are you looking at? Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet. It's a photo. It's my sister. Sister?
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa simply nodded. Yeah. Kid was as cute as a button. June cocked her head, confused.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Santa glared at her. Uh-huh.
Sorry. I guess an inch is a little larger for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Santa didn't smile or laugh. He simply turned back to his picture and spoke. I was her Santa Claus. The sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June, who shook her head. She didn't know either. Have you ever heard the story of the two Santa Clauses? It goes that a long time ago, there were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other wore black. The white Santa gave presents to the good kids, and the black Santa played tricks on bad kids. They went on like that for a while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death. When he stabbed the other Santa, the white Santa got blood all over his clothes, and that's why, these days, his clothes are red. You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June was staring at Santa, sadness playing on her face. He continued, I wonder which Santa I am. The white Santa or the black Santa? Alright, let's go. Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back to the stairs, taking them two at a time. Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say. Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving. Come on. Santa's voice echoed across the room from above them. They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired. The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern. Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again. In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them. Was this like a cargo room or something? Is this a warehouse? No, I believe this is the cargo room. Ah, I got it right. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance. Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going. Let's do this!
Hope will never die.